So, shooters and reloaders out there, Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And some of you have asked, how accurate is the Lee Auto Drum powder measure, say, compared to some of our other very trusted powder measuring systems, such as the Hornady Automatic Powder Dispenser? Well, let's go ahead and do a little test side by side. And we're going to go and use a third party to measure the powder charges. We're going to use the RCBS 510 scale. What we've got here is 28 grains of powder being dispensed by the Hornady, and we've got the 505 scale set at 28 grains. So you see it's just about on zero for the first one. Here's the second one, dispensed by the Hornady Automatic Powder Dispenser. Looks like it's on zero. That's looking pretty good. Hornady now is dispensing the third one. So we'll dump this one back into the powder measure, the Hornady. Now Hornady went ahead and dispensed another 28 grain charge, so we'll pour it in here. See what kind of variation we get while the Hornady dispenses the fourth one. That's looking pretty good. Now I'll go and let you hear the whole thing now. The Hornady is dispensing. And trickling. There it is. So we clear the 510 powder scale, and now we throw that charge into the scale. Aha! Just a very slight bit light on that one. That's less than 1/10 of a grain. Let's check the next one. Pretty much dead on. Okay, there's another charge, so go ahead and clear this one. So you're getting the idea that that's pretty consistent. Aha! On this particular one, the Hornady is throwing a little bit light. That might be like almost 1/10 of a grain. That's like 27.9. Let's see what the next one is. Should be 28.0. Right back on it. Here's another charge. That's just a little bit like 1/20th of a grain light. So one more charge. Let's measure this one. Aha! A tenth of a grain. That's a tenth of a grain light. So the Hornady is actually within a tenth of a grain on all the charges. It's either a tenth of a grain light or it's right on. It's going to be a tough act to follow for the Lee Auto Drum. Let's see how it does. So there's the 0. And here's 10, 20. So there's 28 grains. So we've got the Lee measure adjusted, and now we're going to go ahead and measure the first one. Yes, we remember our fallen fighting men and women because of Memorial Day. So let's go ahead and measure this one. Pretty much right on, 28 grains. Let's go ahead and dump that one back in the measure, and then we'll throw another charge. Let's go ahead and run this. See what that one measures at. Right at 0. Right at 0. So we'll go ahead and dump that one back into the measure. And we'll throw another charge. That one's a hair light, like less than 1/10 grain. No powder leakage. We're using 2520 powder, which is a ball powder. That one's right on. So you see, if I were just throwing charges with the Lee Auto Drum, this is what we would be getting. Now that one's light by a little bit less than 1/10 grain. So we're within a 1/10 window here. Now that one looks like it's a little bit heavy. So we're back within that 1/10 range that's either a little bit light or right on. Uh-oh, we've got a case bend. Well, we got the case bend problem solved. Went ahead and threw another charge. It's right on. Let's do another one. Look at that, it's right on. So it looks like even the Hornady Automatic Powder Dispenser is within a 1/10 variation, and so is this. This Lee Auto Drum is actually the same accuracy as the Hornady Automatic Powder Dispenser. And these things are actually rated for about a 10th accuracy also. So our whole systems are all within a 10th when it comes to the Lee Auto Drum and the Hornady Automatic Powder Dispenser. I think we can be pretty confident with the accuracy of the Lee Auto Drum. So Dennis Copp II, it's a good measure for 223. Bye for now.